Hi everyone, I'm Gino and welcome to my channel. I'm in a Halloween mood and I've baked so many Halloween treats I thought it was time to make some Halloween appetizers. So that is exactly what we are doing today. And first I'm going to show you how to make these amazing barbecue chicken quesadillas, as well as some cheese quesadillas that look just like jack-o'-lanterns. Then I'm going to take a classic biscuit and transform it into these cute little bones, covered in cheese, butter, and more cheese. Then we're moving right along and I'm going to be showing you how to make these amazing piggies in a blanket, but we're transforming it with a Halloween twist and turning them into mummies. Last but not least, I will be showing you guys how to make a classic stuffed pepper and transforming it into something that looks like a jack-o'-lantern. First, if you are new to the channel, welcome to my channel. Please show some support by hitting the subscribe and the notification bell so you can be reminded of whenever I post a new baking or cooking video. And without further ado, let's get into our first set of ingredients. For our barbecue chicken quesadilla, you will need 1 rotisserie chicken. I literally bought this one from the market for only $4.99. You will need some sharp cheddar cheese or whatever cheese you like, some barbecue sauce of your choice, some butter, and some flour tortillas. The first step is to shred all of our chicken. So I like removing the skin because I don't really like the skin off the chicken. And just take your meat and just shred it using your hands. Once you have a little bit of chicken, I set a little bit aside for our stuffed bell peppers later. Then you want to add a little bit of barbecue sauce. You can honestly add as much as you'd like. I'm just adding a few tablespoons for about a half a cup of chicken. Then you just want to mix it all together. Now for our jack-o'-lantern, you want to create the eyes. So just take a little knife and make a few triangles. Now, no, I'm not the best artist out there, but if I can do this, then anybody else definitely can do it as well. And then for the mouth, I like to just sort of make a line down the eyes like this, and right where the nose should be, I go a little bit down. Just to make a tooth. Then I go back, I line up with the eyes, and then I go down. Then I like to make another little tooth. Then starting on this side, I'll go down again. Make another little tooth, or big tooth, and just finish the smile. Then you just want to take it out. And there you go. Now you just want to take your bottom tortilla and place some of your cheese. Then you want to add some of your chicken. And then you just top it off. To make your cheese tortilla, all you do is just place some cheese. And then you just top it off. Alright, so I have a pan and I am adding a little bit of butter. So then once your butter is melted, add your quesadilla. And then you just want to push down to help the cheese sort of melt and become that nice ooey consistency that we all love. And on one side for about a minute, and then we'll flip it right over. So our quesadillas came out amazing, nice and cheesy. Yeah, these are good. Let's move right along to our next entree. You will need some breadstick dough, some butter, some garlic salt, some parsley flakes, and some Parmesan cheese. You can tell I use a lot of Parmesan cheese because this one's almost empty. First, want to start by melting a few tablespoons of butter. Once your butter is fully melted, add about a teaspoon of your garlic salt, about a teaspoon of your parsley flakes, and a couple tablespoons of your Parmesan cheese. That just exploded out of nowhere. And at this point, you can add a little bit more butter if it's too thick for you, or you can add a little bit of olive oil to help thin it out. So just leave it on low and let it cook for a few minutes to let the flavors marinate. So funny story, when I used to live at home, my mom used to have me open these cans up just because she'd be really scared of the popping sound. And guys, that literally scared me. I was not expecting it to pop open on its own. That's freaky. Anyways, you want to take one of your breadsticks, then you want to take a knife and sort of cut about 1 inch in the middle, like that. And then about another inch in the middle from the other side, just like that. Once your breadsticks are ready to go, take some of your butter and just brush it on top. We're gonna reserve a little bit of our butter to top it off after they're done baking as well. Awesome, so these are ready to go into our 350-degree preheated oven, and these will bake for about 10 to 12 minutes or until golden brown. So our bones have come out of the oven, they are nice and golden brown. So now we're just gonna brush a little bit more of our garlicky cheesy butter on top of them, garnish them with more parsley, and they are complete. These things taste absolutely amazing and they were super simple to make. Oh. Absolutely delicious. Definitely give this recipe a try. Now let's move on to our next recipe. To make our mummy hot dogs, you will need some ketchup, some Crescent rolls, and some hot dogs. I always use Nathan's hot dog as it is my favorite since I'm from New York. First, you want to unroll your Crescent roll dough. Hopefully this doesn't scare me this time. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. So you want one of your hot dogs. You first want to make sure you cut a little slit down the middle, about 2 inches in, I would say. And these will be like the little legs. So then you want to make 2 little slits, just like this, and these will essentially be the arms. So set that aside. And now you want 1 piece of your crescent roll, and then using a knife you want to cut a few strands. You just want little lines, just like this, as we are going to tie it around the entire hot dog, just to recreate the mummy. So just tie it around each leg. And then do the same thing for the other leg. And it's really a fun activity to do with children as well. They can make their own little mummies. Then you want to take an arm and you sort of want to wrap around the arm as well. Our mummies are all complete. They're looking fantastic. We're gonna place these into a 350-degree oven, and these are gonna bake for about 12 to 15 minutes or until golden brown. So our mummies have come out of the oven. They're a nice deep golden brown color. These are looking super amazing. Definitely give this recipe a try for any entertaining party or for family or friends. And on to our last recipe. For our jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers, you need 4 orange bell peppers. You will need a protein of your choice. I am using some of the chicken that I had left over from the quesadillas earlier. You will need some marinara or tomato sauce, some cheese of your choice, some rice of your choice. I'm actually really addicted to this quinoa and brown rice combination, and some salt. I am actually using garlic salt because I love garlic. Before we begin cutting our peppers, you want to make sure you fill a large pot with some water and then you bring it up to a boil, as we first need to cook our peppers for a few minutes to help make them tender. While the water is boiling, you first want to make your peppers. So first you want to make sure you cut off the tops. Then you want to go ahead and scoop all of your seeds out, as we don't need any of these seeds. Now you want to remove your top, and you want to make sure that you cut out your eyes and your mouth. So, as you guys know, I'm not really an artist, but if I can do it, then you guys can definitely do it as well. So you want to sort of make 2 triangles, and then just watch your fingers. And then just pop it out. Just one little fella. The important part about doing this is to ensure that you're being symmetrical. So making sure that the top of your eyes line up and the bottom of your eyes line up. So we have our two little eyes. Now you want to create your mouth. So I'm going to start where the eye ends and just sort of cut like this. Then I'm going to make a little line going that way, another line going that way, and another line going like this. And I'm basically making a little tooth. And then I'm just gonna go down. And back around. And then you just want to push it out. And there you go, you have your little jack-o'-lantern smile. I think it's really cute. Our water is still coming up to a boil, so we're gonna start cooking our filling. So I poured all of the rice in here, and we have it over medium-high heat. And we're just gonna cook this rice for a few minutes on a skillet. I like using that brand of quinoa. It's already fully cooked, and all you do is really reheat it. So I cooked the rice for a few minutes on the skillet, and now I'm gonna add our chicken that we shredded. I'm gonna add our cheese. Yummy, yummy, yummy. You want to add a little bit of garlic salt. And last but not least, you want to add about a half a cup of tomato sauce. Yum. Then you just want to mix everything through until well incorporated. It has come up to a boil. So now it is time to add our peppers, and these are gonna cook for a couple minutes just to help make them a little bit more tender. We're adding the tops and our cute little jack-o'-lanterns. So these have cooked for a few minutes. You now want to immediately place them into a bowl of ice cold water. Normally you would have some ice in there, but I didn't have any ice. This process is known as blanching. It's where you place a hot item that you cooked for a few minutes into a tub of ice cold water to help stop the cooking process. So now we have all of our peppers ready to go. Now we're gonna start to fill them, and you just want to stuff these to the top. I went ahead and added some cheese on top, because who doesn't love extra cheese? Then you want to go ahead and top these back up. Awesome, our cute little jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers are all finished. So now we preheated our oven to 350 degrees, and you are going to place these in the oven for about half an hour. Our peppers are all finished and they turned out amazing. These are definitely something that's super fun to do with friends, families, and even kids. And it is definitely great for any entertaining party or Halloween party. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again on my channel. We started off with some of our cheesy quesadillas in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern. Then we made some of our cheesy Parmesan garlic bones. These are super delicious, scrumptious. Next we moved on to our mummy hot dogs. We transformed a classic Piggies in a blanket and turned it into something spooky. Last but not least, we made our stuffed peppers that are in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern. Stuffed with chicken, quinoa, brown rice, and cheese. This is definitely a crowd pleaser. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again on my channel. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure you hit the subscribe and the notification bell so you can be reminded of whenever I post a new baking or cooking video. And as always, remember to keep things simple yet elegant, and I will see you in the next video.